Welcome back. The cases of building failures and consequent collapse in Nigeria has reached an alarming and lamentable stage. It is a disaster comparable to flood disaster, earthquake, and aeroplane crash, considering the loss of lives and destruction of properties. What could possibly be the cause? Here is a special report on tackling the incidences of building collapse in Nigeria.
When a building is properly constructed, it is expected to be in use for a very long time. However, every society has its own problems, and Nigeria is not an exception. Yet, the very recent challenges of building collapsing in various locations has been given the various arms of government and the people of Nigeria sleepless nights in view of the enormous loss of huge investments in housing, properties, and human life. According to the Dictionary of Architecture and Construction, collapse refers to the mechanical failure. It is a state of complete failure when the structure has literally given way and most members have caved in, crumbled, or buckled. The building can no longer stand as originally built. It is a total or partial progress failure of one or more components of a building, leading to the inability of the building to perform its principal function of comfort, satisfaction, safety, and stability. The incidence of building collapse in Nigeria is reaching an epidemic proportion. The spat of building collapse and failure has become an endemic problem that has defied all attempts at providing solutions in the recent past. These incidences have resulted in the loss of lives and property, which have also infringed permanent disabilities to many. What could possibly be the cause? Situations such as wrong interpretation of building design, inadequate supervision, non-adherence to the due process in building construction, lack of maintenance culture, the use of plans approved for one-story building for multiple-story buildings, deficient structural alterations of approved drawings, absence of proper supervision, building without approved building drawings, approval of technically deficient drawings, illegal alterations of existing buildings, absence of town planning inspection or monitoring of sites, client pensions to cut corners, use of substandard material, inefficient workmanship, hasty construction, foundation failure, lack of proper supervision, ineffective enforcement of building codes by the relevant town planning authority, lack of proper maintenance, and the nature of the soil are the major causes of building failure that have been identified by some researchers. To minimize the incidence of building collapse in Nigeria, there should be a check for policymakers to make sure that specifications are thoroughly followed by contractors. All professional bodies associated with the building industry in Nigeria, such as the Council for Registration of Engineers, Nigerian Society Engineers, Nigerian Institute of Builders, Town Planning Registration Council, Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, Nigerian Institute of Architects, and the Architect Registration Council of Nigeria, among others, should be encouraged to work on more research about the cause of building failure and research standardization of construction methodologies, including finding a way of stopping quirks in their operations in building industries. There should be a synergy among the professional bodies in the building industries, with the aim of jointly working together to achieve a common goal. The public must be willing to alert the government of buildings that are suspected to be a risk to the lives of the people within the community.